Former FTC boss Lina Khan claims that Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been followed by significant price hikes and layoffs, harming both gamers and developers. She writes, as we've seen across sectors, increasing market consolidation and increasing prices often go hand in hand. As dominant firms become too big to care, they can make things worse for their customers without having to worry about the consequences. And she cites Lee Harper, who was talking about all of this. Now, I have to admit, this is the strangest thing I've ever read, because the part that she should have been complaining about was when the prices went up to $20. That's when she should have come out of the woodwork, because at that $20 price increase, we didn't necessarily see too much in terms of a change other than the Call of Duty addition to the service. But this $30 one, as much as I'm not okay with it, I can say that with any layer of reality with these people, they have basically improved Game Pass Ultimate. I do want to also cite that the increase in the prices for Game Pass PC has also been dumb and stupid. But remember, folk, when they moved it up to $14, $14.99 or $12.99 or whatever, I said to y'all, this is already too long tooth. As a PC gamer, I'm not going to be paying for this, but as a content creator, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It makes games available for me to test out, do GPU stuff, talk about, play the game, check performance. All that is part of my business expense. The same is there for your content creators and podcasters as well who choose to use that particular paradigm. So as a gamer, I would not have been subscribing to Game Pass PC anymore. Loaded, all kinds of CD key websites. Someone actually emailed me. Shout out to you, by the way. You said to check this website called isthereadeal.com, and it compares and collates like all the different key sites together. And I've been looking to buy V Rising, the vampire game. I've been waiting for it to get discounted. It finally had been sitting on Loaded or CD keys for about $10, and I ended up pulling the trigger on it. It's very interesting to see that. And so when I take a look at this whole paradigm in perspective, I also have to disagree with her heavily in the sense that she didn't show up when the price increases were starting and gouging. But now that Xbox has actually found a reason, in quote, or an excuse, however you want to put it, to raise the prices, she comes out of the woodwork and she's now talking this stuff. And it's like, ma'am, your case against Activision's acquisition was so weak, Congress would not grant you anything that you wanted, number one. Number two, PlayStation also made a big acquisition of Bungie, whom Jim Ryan claimed was more valuable than the Activision Blizzard deal. Right? Am I living in some kind of a fantasy world? So the writer from PlayStationLifestyle.net, Lina Khan, what a coincidence, writes, Sony believes Bungie acquisition is more valuable than Activision's. Both these publishers and platform holders have engaged in cuts and layoffs of different kinds. The problem that I see here is that this weird obsession with fight the big man, but want to do it in an activist way rather than actually do it in a way that gives value or at least helps the customer is just so wild and it's just so weird. And I see a lot of these so-called PlayStation fanboys coming out here to the woodwork trying to talk about that. But here's the problem. Did y'all not say that Activision has not amounted to much for Xbox? Did y'all not say that it didn't move the needle? Did y'all not say that it wasn't necessarily that big of a deal that PlayStation had to do nothing? Then why are y'all today now citing this lady? You PlayStation fans, you guys are the definition of I don't look, I leap. Because when I go view the quotes and see all of you that are basically citing this stuff on the PlayStation side, right? The only thing that I can see is y'all did not think critically before actually citing this lady. This is why everybody is dragging her, because we watched this entire thing play out. Yes, K-Med, you said, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. A lot of you Xbox fanatics owe this lady an apology for what? For not doing her job properly? We should go apologize to her? And you all owe me an apology because I told you that Xbox would get to this place once they already took the golden goose off PlayStation. So if you want to apologize to me, you and all your cohort PlayStation fanboys, then please do not request an apology because y'all called me crazy when I told you. So now here's what's going to happen. Some of you have to either hide behind Lina Khan or you have to continue your script.exe, which is that Xbox ain't doing jack and it's not helping Xbox. There are two schools of PlayStation fanboy thought. Let me go ahead and lay it all out for y'all, okay? This is the picture. You can clip this anywhere you want, and you can put it on any social media website. School A, Activision did nada for Xbox. It didn't do anything. It didn't make a difference, right? That's school of thought A, because you tried to argue like the two contradictory points. I swear, you guys want to juggle a running chainsaw and a freaking running skill saw at the same time, right? Then they give you a big, huge torch with live flame. You want to add it to it. Or you stick with Mrs. Lina Khan and say that this thing has now caused a problem, and now you're seeing what you called back in the day, because we pretended to forget that you did that consolidation. We pretended that you did not say monopoly because y'all said it. Do y'all remember? So either you stay in camp A with Mrs. Khan, or you stay in camp B where you say Activision is of no consequence. Ideally, if you start to jump back and forth, you find yourself in a logical conundrum, because we've been keeping your records and been keeping the sheets for y'all. Did y'all not say monopoly? Did y'all not say consolidation? So which one is it? Because last I checked, my name was getting dragged in the super chats of a YouTube stream this morning by Face BKNY, who pays money to lambast me and tell me that my narrative that PlayStation has to actually now compete because they're now basically not doing anything to stop this, that I should shut up. So I'm going to put it this way. Let me go ahead and now chalk names of fanboys who hold these positions. In academia, when somebody holds a position, we actually put their name on it. So Face BKNY, YouTube username, Face BK, I think that's what it's called, right? Somebody help me. This user says PlayStation has to do nothing. Another user that was on my case on Twitter, let me go to my notifications. Let me find you here. I'm going to put your name on here too, because y'all are on my name and on my case, and you're donating money to lambast my name, PHXCC2353. Do you know what you said? You said that they have to do nothing. They don't have to do anything. You said that, right? That, it didn't work out as expected. Your name is going to go in there. There was another one that said so yesterday that they don't have to do anything. Oh, yeah, actually it was two of you. So this user, PHXCC, let's go ahead and add you to this position. So PHXCC on Twitter, right? You claim that PlayStation has to do nothing, that Xbox is not doing or moving the needle. There's no competition. This user, the John Rio, aka, hashtag Ghost of Yote, you said in my own tweet yesterday, when I said, what's PlayStation going to do? You said that PlayStation has to do nothing because Xbox, according to you, everybody read it, is providing zero competition. So the John RYO, let's just put TJR, is making this claim that there is no consequence here from the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King. Now, as to the other part of the conversation, we have also some others that claim to say that this is the case. But let's still keep charting those I told you so. Another one is seemingly here, Detective Seeds. Detective Seeds, you said, Lina Khan, coming back years later to say, I told you so. The restraint I'm showing not to drop some women winning arguments jokes right now is of the charts restraint. Detective Seeds, you like to toe the line, so we don't really know where you stand. But let me go ahead and keep scrolling, because last time you posted something, when people asked you said, I'm just posting. So I know you're going to try to wiggle your way out of actually holding a hard, fast position, but we know what kind of position you're trying to hold. Eric Daibo Kane, okay, you too. Game Logic, okay, you as well. Okay, let me put your name on here, sir. Shout out to you. GL, Game Logic, all right? Okay. But here's the challenge, right? sorry, I put your name in the wrong camp. So you're in the camp here, right? And some others, the other person that I just saw just now, are also in this camp who are saying that, oh, this so-called market consolidation, right? Because market consolidation basically is leading to a monopolistic end at some point, right? This is what y'all are arguing, while in the same PlayStation camp, some are arguing that it's of no consequence, right? Do y'all see? Do y'all see this? Let's keep going. Let's keep scrolling because I want to show you guys. This person said, this person told her to be quiet. Okay. This one said, you Xbox didn't believe her either. Didn't trust she was fighting for the consumer, but no, y'all bashed her. Xbox deserves anything coming to them. Okay. Sharing the ABK deal. I wonder if the judge's tenure on the deal, blah, blah, blah. So Gamer for Life, what are you saying? Please state your position, man. This one says, I was always on Lina Khan's side, saying, Jay, okay, an untold amount of harm is being done to consumers now that Trump got rid of her. Just wish the UK courts had the stones to do more. Okay, so St. J, what you're saying is this market consolidation, so I'm going to put your name in this category, St. J. Because you see, these folk, they hold and drop positions when it's suitable for them. That's what these so-called people are doing. I've been sounding the alarm that PlayStation will not be able to meet up with what Xbox is doing should it not go ahead and aggressively expand its market to PC. That's where Xbox is sucking superpower from. Do you not get it? They've been sucking superpower from PC, selling their games with way less consoles sold, keeping their studios open, and then acquiring more games, including PlayStation's biggest moneymaker every single year. 70% of that revenue now goes into Xbox's coffers while they basically trivialize the game on Game Pass. Are you kidding me? Maybe the FTC was right all along, Horrid Hour said. Gar of the Rage, this is the exact reason why you were fired. So Gar of the Rage does not agree with her. And see, in the same 2 days, I'm arguing with PlayStation fanboys, Face BKNY, PHXCC, and TJR Guy that this is competitive stress. PHXCC even told me to shut up. What kind of competitive stress, he says, is Xbox bringing on here? He says, this dude thinks more content for the PlayStation Store is somehow a bad thing for Sony. And I told him who said so. More content from Xbox equates to more revenue for them over PlayStation from their first party. It's competitive stress, contrary to what Bro said about zero competition, which is a strange take. And then he said Xbox is just another third-party publisher on PlayStation, just like EA and Ubisoft. And then he said there's no competitive stress, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Man, my guy, I don't want to start talking talking down at anybody, but you do know that competitive stress is actually a reality, right? I don't know. I don't understand. That's why you guys walk around talking about zero. You know what I mean? Like you guys walk about and keep talking about, zero competition, because you don't know the concept of competitive stress. I don't understand what you're talking about. This is insane. When you go ahead and think about it, ladies and gentlemen, when you go ahead and actually, pay very close attention to what's going on, right? You realize that PlayStation fans, you don't have a coherent argument. You have none. You have no argument, because many of you are running around and picking up and dropping arguments as you please. That's the biggest problem. It's of no consequence, yet Xbox is consolidating the market, which is actually highly consequential. Do you see what's going on here? Anyways, y'all take your pick. Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.